General Maxith's fist slammed through the holographic display, his roar echoing through the command center of the Dominion's greatest warship. The assembled officers stepped back as their leader, veteran of 1,000 campaigns, actually screamed at the tactical screen. "What do you mean they're having a parade?" On the screen, the remnants of the 5th Assault Fleet drifted past Earth's moon, decorated with what appeared to be colorful ribbons and primitive light displays. Music, human music, broadcasted from their communication arrays. Lieutenant Krex nervously cleared his throat. "Sir, the fleet reports they've been incorporated into something called Fleet Week. The humans are giving tours." "Tours?" Maxith's 6 eyes bulged. "Those are BTLCRUICRS. Planet killers." "Yes, sir. The humans are charging admission. Apparently, children under 12 get in free." The general's scale shifted through 17 different colors of rage as he watched footage from the 3rd Fleet. His pride and joy, the Devastator-class dreadnought, Extinction's Promise, was now covered in what looked like corporate logos. Is that advertising?" he whispered. "The humans offered to sponsor the ship, sir. The fleet accepted. They're being paid in something called Bitcoin and exposure." Maxoth collapsed into his command chair, pulling up the tactical history. 27 fleets sent to Earth in the last solar rotation. Not one had fired a shot. Not one had been destroyed. They'd all just stayed. "Show me the first fleet's fate," he commanded grimly. The display shifted to show Admiral Vector's Armada orbiting Earth peacefully. The most feared fleet in the galaxy was now participating in something called supply runs to a human space station. "They told us they're helping with infrastructure," Krex explained. "The humans convinced them that invasion was inefficient and offered them contractor positions instead. They're being paid to build things now." "Build things?" "Yes, sir. Apparently, the humans desperately needed help with something called affordable housing. The 7th Fleet is currently constructing what they call really sick condos in the asteroid belt." Maxoth switched to the 2nd Fleet status. His breathing stopped. The terror of the Western Spiral, the fleet that had exterminated the Zelkari Empire, was engaged in what appeared to be a racing competition around Saturn's rings. Human vessels, tiny, primitive things held together with what looked like adhesive tape and hope, were somehow keeping pace with warships capable of light speed. "How?" he whispered. "The humans call it souping up their ships, sir. They've attached our quantum drives to their vessels using something called zip ties and flex tape. It shouldn't work. It violates every law of physics we know." "And the 4th Fleet?" "They're competing in something called Space NASCAR. They're very popular, sir. They have merchandise." Maxoth stood slowly, approaching the main screen showing Earth itself. Such a small planet. Such primitive technology. Yet every fleet sent to conquer it ended up being absorbed into human culture like water into sand. "The 9th Fleet," he said quietly. "My brother's fleet. Surely they run a streaming service now, sir." "A what?" "The humans introduced them to something called content creation. They broadcast their daily activities for entertainment. Your brother has 12 million subscribers. He does something called unboxing videos with weapons technology." The general watched his brother, the butcher of Kepler 442b, giggling on screen while showing human viewers how to properly maintain a plasma cannon, occasionally stopping to thank his Patreon supporters. "The 12th Fleet at least. Food delivery service. The 15th. Competitive gaming team. The 18th. They formed a band, sir. They're on something called tour. Their single invading your heart instead of your planet just went platinum. Maxoth fell silent, watching the tactical display. Every fleet, every single fleet sent to Earth had been neutralized not through warfare, but through something far more insidious, economic integration. Sir, Krex ventured carefully, perhaps we should reconsider. Never. Maxoth roared. Prepare the Omega fleet. Every ship we have. We'll overwhelm them with sheer numbers. They can't absorb us all. 3 hours later, Maxoth watched in horror as 10,000 warships approached Earth, only to be greeted by what humans called a job fair. Within minutes, his communications were flooded with recruitment offers. Sir, a panicked officer reported, the humans are offering benefits. Something called dental insurance and paid vacation. Half the fleet is already filling out applications. What about the Planet Crusher missiles? The humans are asking if we consider repurposing them for something called asteroid mining. They're offering profit sharing. Maxoth screamed again as he watched his ultimate invasion force disperse across Earth's solar system, taking on various employment opportunities.